Hey guys, welcome to the video of the deck profile of my planned Synchro deck. It is a deck from 2011, right before the XYZs were released. It is one of my favorite decks ever. It's also one of my favorite formats to play in. So this is why I made this deck, in order to just kind of relive the memories that I had back then. And there are so many cool cards in this deck, and I can't wait to show you. So let's get right into the deck profile. First off, I'm playing one Titanial. This is basically the boss monster of the deck outside of the Synchro engine, so I love bringing her out. In order to bring her out, we're playing double Lone Fire Blossom. You can tribute this or any other plant in order to just special summon a plant from your deck, no restrictions. So you want to have access to this as quickly as possible in order to bring the Titanial out. Next plant that I'm playing is Dandelion. It's one of my favorite cards ever. It's so strong. There's a reason why it's banned at this time. Playing one Spore and one Glow Bulb. These are the two strongest tuners in this format. You can bring them back very easily from the graveyard. They are both level 1. Yeah, everything is amazing about these cards. So that was the plant engine. Now some other enablers. The Breed Dragon. This card works very well with the plant engine. You can bring back Dandelion. You can bring back some other cards that I will show you later on to easily make a level 6 or level 7 Synchro. In some situations you can easily make Trishula as well with the Breed Dragon. Then some defensive cards. I'm playing 2 Snowman Eater. I love these cards. I love the way it looks. I love its effect. I love everything about it. And it's a water level 3 with less than 500 attack. So you can easily bring it back with the Breed Dragon in order to make a special Synchro that I will show you later on in this video. Next I'm playing one Junk Synchron. It's just another tuner that can bring back a monster from the graveyard. Yeah, easy level 5 Synchro access. I'm playing 2 Quillbolt Hedgehogs. These can easily be special summoned from the graveyard while you control tuner on the field. So it can be a plus when you discard it for something or when you mill it off of another effect. Then I'm playing one Grand Mole. This card is so annoying for your opponent to deal with. It can get rid of pretty much everything and they will have to waste some resources in order to get rid of this card. I'm also playing one Spirit Reaper. Just again, pretty annoying card, can use it for stalling as well. Can be used offensively to discard cards from your opponents. Overall, a great card. Sengan, yeah, it's pretty staple. You can use it in pretty much every deck. It searches almost your entire deck. It's super good. Then I'm playing 2 Card Troopers in order to get some of your plant engine into the graveyard or the Quillbolt Hedgehogs. When they're destroyed, they also draw you a card, so that's a good thing as well. Then I'm playing some more Mill Engine cards, and these are Double Raikou. These are also level 2 with less than 500 attack, so you can bring them back with the Breed Dragon or with Junk Synchron, and they can just be used to destroy any card your opponent has. So that was it for most of the monsters. Now I'm playing 2 more less used monsters. The first one is Gorse. I like using Gorse. When your field is empty and you're taking damage, you can special summon him. He's good to make a comeback when you're in a losing situation. And the last card that I'm playing is actually not legal, and is still not legal at the time of making this video, and that is Shiba Warrior Taro. He's a tuner, level 2 Beast Warrior Earth. He cannot be destroyed by battle, and when another card on the field is destroyed while he's face up on your field, he will return to your hand. So he's basically used for stalling. Yeah, he's not legal, but I like playing him. I had this card back in the day, and I had some good memories of it, so I play it. But obviously, if you're playing some kind of old school tournament, you should not include him in your deck at all. So that were all of the monsters. Now let's move on to the spells. I'm playing a large variety of spells, but mostly one-offs. First card is Mind Control. This is so strong with Synchros. You just take control of your opponent's monster and you Synchro it away. It's really nice. Next card is Dark Hole. Yeah, can be used to clear your opponent's fields. Pretty easy. Monster Reborn, strong card again. Just reborn anything from the graveyard. It's really good. Then I'm playing double Mystical Space Typhoon in order to combat some of the back row decks in this format. Yeah, pretty standard. 1 for 1. I'm only playing 2 level 1s, Spore and Glow Bulb. but still you really want to get them out as quickly as possible. And if you can discard something like a Quillbolt Hedgehog in order to in order to activate a 1/1, yeah, then you're basically just plussing. Playing 1 Foolish Burial. There are many cards that you want to have in your graveyards, such as Dandelion, for example. If you have Foolish Burial in combination with the Breed Dragon, you can send Dandelion. Dandelion will summon 2 tokens. Then you can the Breed Dragon the Dandelion back and easily make Trishula. And with just 2 cards you make Trishula. That's really strong in this format. Playing 1 Enemy Controller. Yeah, there are some cards that summon tokens or some other floaters that you are playing in your deck. So you can easily tribute them in order to take control of an opponent's monster and then synchro it away. Playing 1 Scapegoat, just some more defense, also summons tokens. You can use these to synchro as well. You cannot use them to tribute summon, but yeah, you don't really tribute summon in this deck. 1 Smashing Ground. It just gets rid of anything that's really annoying on your opponent's fields, if you can't get rid of it with other means. And the last spell that I'm playing is 1 Pot of Avarice. It can be used to recycle some of the cards in your graveyard and draw some cards. Yeah. It's not always live, so that's why I'm only playing 1 card. Still, I like playing it. So that were all of the spells. Now let's move on to the traps. Just some one-offs mainly again. 1 Dimensional Prison. Yeah, this gets rid of Stardust Dragons, for example, or any other card that is a floater without its getting its effects. Next trap is 1 Mirror Force. Yeah, board wipe, basically. Torrential Tribute, another board wipe. Can also be used in combination with your Sangans and Card Troopers in order to draw some cards or to search cards. 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow. This is again not a really popular card, but I like it for all the stalling that it can do. It's so annoying for your opponent and they will have to deal with it with some kind of resources or else it just slows them down so much. 1 Divine Wrath. So you can discard 1 card from your hand and negate the activation of an effect monster's effect and destroy it. So that's really nice. It's basically a Solemn Strike, but instead of paying life points, you just discard a card. Yeah, sometimes you want to really discard some cards, so this can help you with that. The last 3 traps are actually just cards that reborn cards from the graveyard. So I'm playing Call of the Haunted, yeah. It's basically another monster reborn. And then double Limit Reverse. So this is a weaker version of Call of the Haunted, since Call of the Haunted was limited in this format. It can only be used to bring back monsters with 1000 attack or less, and they have to be in attack position, because when the monster is moved to defense position, the monster will die and Limit Reverse itself will be destroyed as well. So that was all of the main deck. And now let's look at some synchros that you can play. First, level 2 synchro. I'm playing 1 Formula Synchron. 1 is enough for me. You can play 2 if you want. Then I'm playing Naturia Beast. It's not always that easy to make this card, but it can be really devastating to your opponent if you do. You need Earth monsters only for this, so you can use Card Troopers, Scapegoat tokens, Glow Bulb, Shiba Warrior Taro if you're playing it. Another level 5 is Alive Justice Catastor. Yeah, this just gets rid of anything that is not a dark monster. It's really annoying. 1 Hyper Librarian. This can be used with some combos in order to draw you a lot of cards in 1 turn. And it also kind of discourages your opponent for synchro summoning, because if they synchro summon while you control that Librarian, you will draw the cards as well. Then let's move on to level 6. 1 Bryonek. Yeah, this is just super strong. You discard cards, return cards on the field back to the hand. You can return your Dead Call of the Haunted or Dead Limit Reverse back to your hand if you want. 1 Flamvel Uruquizas, or however you pronounce it, I don't really know. But this card can inflict piercing damage, so it's useful for when your opponent is stalling as well with some Scapegoats or with Spirit Reaper or Marshmallow even. The last level 6 that I'm playing is Iron Chain Dragon. This is the only level 6 target that I have for my Debris Dragon. So if you summon Debris Dragon, return a Raikou to the field, then you can make Iron Chain Dragon. So now for the level 7s. The first one, pretty basic, is Double Black Rose Dragon. Yeah, it's so easy to make with this deck. You just summon the Debris Dragon with some level 3 in your graveyard and you summon Black Rose Dragon, blow up the fields. Yeah, it's really strong. You can also use a second effect, in order to switch the defense position monster your opponent has back to attack while banishing one of your plants in your graveyard. And the last level 7 monster that I'm playing is one of my personal favorites, and it is exactly why I'm playing Snowman Eater in the deck, and that is Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. So you need a water non-tuner monster in order to summon this monster. So if you summon the Breed Dragon, it's level 4, you bring back a Snowman Eater, level 3, you have level 7 and you make this card. So once per turn you can discard up to 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard in order to destroy the same number of cards on your opponent's side of the field. Yeah. It's just another way to discard cards and destroy cards on your opponent's field. So now we move on to the level 8 Synchros. Playing one Colossal Fighter, yeah. Just good defense and sometimes can be used offensively as well. One Thoughtful Archfiend to gain some life and to be protected from targeting, well, only itself, but still, it's a nice card. Then one Scrap Dragon. You can easily get its effect off for free basically with this deck. You can destroy one of your Dead Call of the Hunted, Limit Reverse, Non-Lion tokens, Scapegoat tokens, anything you want, in order to destroy cards on your opponent's side of the field. And the last level 8 that I'm playing is Stardust Dragon. It's just one of the best defensive synchros that you can make. Yeah, it's pretty standard. And the last synchro is one Trishula, of course. It's not always that easy to bring out, but with the Breed Dragon and right setup you can do it pretty quickly. Yeah. But when it hits the field, it's so strong. You banish a card from their fields, from their hands, and from their graveyards. So it's almost like getting rid of 3 cards at once. Yeah, pretty good card. So yeah, that was it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know in the comments down below. And otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.